Why the title Bully?
You know, my son was playing with some kid, and then he kicked him. And I asked my son, I said, "Why you do that?" He said, "Cause he weak." And I was like, "This man is really a bully right here."
From the disappointing performance of Vultures 2 that many people called an AI slop, many people thought that Kanye was finished. Maybe this was the fall and the inevitable fall of Kanye West. He was in a very dark place at the time of the Vultures era. Of course, this was with his anti-Semitic comments, his tweets, his Nazi brands that he was doing, which was of course extremely controversial and drove a lot of fans away, split the entire industry for the wrong reasons, and was just a complete mess. Eventually, some sense went to him, or some sense went into his head, and he apologized. He spent, I think it was $1 million on a position on a board. I'm not sure what board it was, whether it was the New York board or some board. I think it was the Billboard, I'm not sure. But he spent $1 million putting that message up, and it was a long message basically apologizing for his entire actions. And he went to a rabbi, a Jewish rabbi, and he basically was trying to apologize for his anti-Semitic comments, which was nice to see. And then he dropped Bully. Now, a lot of people were of course on the fence and very skeptical for this album, especially after the AI slop that Vultures 2 was. A lot of critics, a lot of reviewers, fans, including myself, I was very skeptical for this album, because when I listened to Vultures 2, I think it was 2 years ago when it dropped, I was disappointed. So I decided not to listen to Vultures when it dropped in March. I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna listen to the community and see what happens. Some people enjoyed it. Other people said, well, majority of the people said it still needs a lot of work to be done. And for me, the way I like to listen to an album is I like to listen to the finished product. I don't like to listen to an album where I, listen to it and I'm like, oh, it needs to be finished here and there. I like to hear exactly what the artist intended it to be. And with Kanye, he likes to finish his album as time goes on. That's what he did with The Life of Pablo. The Life of Pablo is incredible now. When I listened to it, I was blown away. It's an incredible album. But when it dropped, it wasn't that. So for me, I wanted Kanye to finish Bully completely. And he released Bully Deluxe. Now, after everybody gave their feedback on Bully, Kanye posted a photo of him with Mike Dean. Now this drew a lot of heads, including me. I'm a massive fan of Mike Dean. I love his synth performances. I love him for his collaborations with Travis Scott. And if you always liked Kanye's old songs, like for example Power off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that whole album, Watch the Throne, also Yeezus, every single album Kanye had, all the way up to Donda, was made by or made in collaboration with Mike Dean. So having him back on board was incredible, because that reignited the spark of fans talking about, is Kanye going to be back? Can Mike Dean save him? And the true question is that I will be answering at the end of this video is, did Mike Dean save Bully? So, track number 1, King. Now, the opening of these tracks, or the opening of this album, it put me on the fence a bit, because when I first listened to it, it sounded a lot like Vultures, like the Vultures era. You know, that industrialized, drumless tracks, you know, that we get from Ye and Vultures. So I was a bit on the fence with it, but upon my second listen, I actually started to like the tracks. And I think King and This Is a Must, I would say that those tracks are actually pretty good. I would give them about maybe a 7. It's not my favorite. It's not something I would, you know, pick out of the album and say, yeah, I want to listen to that, you know. But when it comes to listening to the album as an entire, you know, LP listen, I'll listen to those songs. I won't skip them. I don't think they're skips, but I don't classify them as songs that I would want to play. Father, this is a very interesting track that I found regarding the production, or what it gives me from my understanding. So Father has the feature of Travis Scott, which is of course a dynamic pair between Kanye and Travis. Kanye has worked with Travis before on Jesus, and they've worked on a lot of tracks together. Actually, Utopia, a lot of fans are not happy with Utopia. Non-Travis Scott fans and Kanye fans are not happy because they think Travis stole a lot of Kanye's work when he made Utopia. I just think that, you know, Kanye produced some of the tracks for Travis and Travis produced some of the tracks for Kanye. And then Travis asked Kanye if he could use the tracks, and he just changed them a little bit, added some tweaks, and made it what it is. So to see them together on this song, it's pretty cool. But one thing I do have to say is, Father reminds me of a Yeezus and Utopia track. So Travis Scott right now, I would say, is in his, or was at the time when Utopia came out, was in his type of Yeezus era, because a lot of the tracks from Utopia sound like the Yeezus tracks that we get with Kanye West. Like, for example, Circus Maximus. If you listen to the drums and the drum pattern and the like overall vibe you get from Circus Maximus, it sounds a lot like Black Skinhead. Now, of course, Black Skinhead is a lot more distorted, a lot more raw, but the drums, if you listen to the drums on Black Skinhead, you listen to the drums on Utopia's Circus Maximus, they sound exactly the same. It gives off the same vibe. So what I like about this track is it kind of has that Yeezus and Utopia essence. Travis Scott was in his Utopia era. I'm not sure what his style is going to be now for his upcoming album, but they both blend in because Travis has performed on those Yeezus type tracks, and Kanye made basically a Yeezus type track. So to see them together on that, they're both rapping on the same type of track, is a full circle moment. Because when Kanye first introduced Travis, Travis was a producer and he produced on Yeezus. So to see them performing verses together is a full circle moment. All the Love. Now this is where the album takes a turn. I thought when I heard King, This Is a Must, and Father, I just thought that this is going to be a bit more of an industrialized type of album, kind of like Vultures 1 or Vultures 2. But when I heard All the Love, it was a very interesting track. I have to say, I love Andre Troutman's performance. I love the voice box, or I think it's talk box. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I know it's a voice box or a talk box. I enjoyed it. I think the performance was incredible. It adds a lot to the song and the vibe. But I do have to say, in terms of beats, this whole vibe of the song and the beat gives off 808s and Heartbreaks. And I don't know if this is, again, this is a brand new album. I don't know the exact story of this album. But I don't know whether this is all a recollection of what Kanye has made over his years and his past success. Because if you listen to it, it has a unique style. I mean, Father is Yeezus, it sounds like Yeezus. And then All the Love has 808s and heartbreaks. King, and this is a must, has kind of that Vultures 1, and you could say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy vibe. So it's very interesting that, you know, these tracks give off vibes of his previous albums. And maybe that is done on purpose. Maybe this is a recap of Kanye's discography of maybe all of his successes. Then whatever works. Now this song reminds me of a Conductor Williams or The Alchemist production. I actually did think it was that, but it's not. And it reminds me of the Chipmunk Soul that Kanye came out with when he first started in hip-hop. If you listen to it, that's the sample flips, Chipmunk sample. It sounds exactly like the College Dropout Kanye, which is really cool to see. And again, there's that pattern. All the songs remind you of his different albums. I don't know whether it's just me, maybe it's just me, but that's the understanding and the interpretation I'm getting from this album. Then, Mama's Favorites. Now this is a beautiful song, because at the end of the song it has a snippet of Kanye and a conversation with him and his late mother. Now, for those of you that don't know, his mom passed away in 2007, and this is really a beautiful and touching song. And this reminds me of Donda, because Donda was dedicated to his mom, Donda West. So, and there are snippets of his mom speaking. So I don't know whether this is paying homage to Donda, maybe. And there's the same theme going through different albums, you know, made by Kanye. Then Bully featuring CeeLo Green. This is the title track, and I really like this track. I don't know who's singing, who's laughing in the beginning. I think that is supposed to be Saint West. I'm not sure, but I love the rhythm of the song, the overall melody that it gives, and hearing CeeLo Green. You know, I didn't realize who CeeLo Green was until I actually knew his voice, and I was like, this is the guy that made Kung Fu Fighting. And you know, I used to love watching Kung Fu Panda. I still watch it to this day. So to have him performing on this song, and I think his vocal performances are really strong on this track, which is really cool to hear him. Then Highs and Lows. This is my favorite song on this album. Yes, I had to take a breath because this song is incredible. This reminds me of Donda. This is like the perfect song. When I've always said I love Hurricane by Kanye with Mike Dean, and I've always said I wanted another Hurricane. I wanted something, a song where, you know, it makes you feel like you're going to heaven. And this is the song right here. It is beautiful in my opinion. The best synth work of this album is done on the song. It has incredible singing from Kanye. Yes, he has auto-tune singing. I think the echoes are done really well to give off that feeling of you ascending into heaven. It's a heavily psychedelic track, and if you know me, I am a sucker for psychedelic tracks. And because this sounds like and reminds me of Hurricanes from Donda, this is my favorite track. If I had to rate this track by itself, it's a 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10 CDs. Man, this is the best track of this album, in my opinion. Then I Can't Wait featuring Lauryn Hill. Now this is a pretty cool track because Kanye does this thing where, it's a very rare thing that he does, where he makes a beat according to the artist. This is more of a producer rather than a rapper Kanye. So it's a really cool thing that Kanye decided to bring back the old boom bap for Lauryn Hill, because as we know, when she makes her music, she mainly raps on boom bap beats. So to have him incorporate that into this album while still keeping the industrialism vibe that he was bringing from Vultures, he incorporated that and blended it with boom bap. to give us this track that he was able to rap on with Lauryn Hill, I think is really cool. Then we go on to track 14, Preacher Man. Now this track is a track that I've heard before Bullies was released in March. Because Kanye released a few tracks from the Bully album, and one of them was Preacher Man. He released it in 2025. Now this was when Preacher Man had AI aspects of it. And when I listened to it, I loved it, but I didn't know that there was actually AI on the song. When I heard a snippet of Preacher Man when Bully dropped in March, I heard it and he sounded so flat, and he basically sounded half dead. Like, instead of that energetic light 'em up, beam me up, he's just like, light 'em up, beam me up. And I'm like, you're not even on rhythm. I was like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. I didn't know that whole part was AI, and that was my favorite part. So this one, I was going to be extremely critical when I heard it. And when I heard his, bridge, it was much better. Much better. Had more energy, more punch, and it made it a lot better. I think that, I can forgive him for the performance on the original Bully with that, basically half dead performance that he had on the bridge. This was a whole lot better deliverance in terms of, building the song, keeping that flow, keeping the energy. I think it was perfectly done, and I'm really happy that he fixed it. Then Damn. Now, Damn is a beautiful song. You can hear the pain in Kanye. I'm not sure exactly who this is targeting, whether it's his fans or whether it's just the entire world, whether it is Kim. But this song, it sounds a lot like he's talking to Kim. Gave it all I had. Magic Hourglass, at least I gave you that. I'm not sure, maybe he's talking about time. At least I gave you time. But Damn is a beautiful song. It's actually my mom, I played it for my mom, and she said that was her favorite song. So it's a really beautiful song. Then Last Breath. Now Last Breath is with Peso Pluma. As soon as I saw that there was going to be a Latin artist here, I was like, oh no, please don't tell me this is another Meet Your Padre, because I listened to Drake, I love Drake, but Meet Your Padre was not a good song. We cannot say that he was serious during the recording session of that song, and he took his time, making that song. It took months to make it. There is no way. So when I heard that Peso Pluma was going to be here, I was like, oh no, please do not tell me that there's another Meet Your Padre coming up. But I have to say, this track is much better. I feel like Kanye listened to Meet Your Padre and said, I'll do it better, and I'll make the fans happy. Because Kanye, yes, he's speaking Latin, but he's speaking it in a way that it's not forced. He's speaking the language, Spanish, in a way that, it's not unnatural. It sounds more natural. Like he actually learnt Spanish, and then he's just speaking it. And I really like that much better than, Drake's forced, heavily auto-tuned attempt at Spanish. So I feel like Kanye made it much better. I think the beat is really cool. Peso Pluma's vocals are really, really cool and catchy on this. And Kanye's singing is also great. It's not overdone. It's not something where, he could do more. It's just perfect, in my opinion. But then, okay, the song, not me saying anything. The song Okay, featuring Don Toliver. Now, this song is really cool. Now, this is an additional song. This wasn't on Bully itself. This is on the deluxe version. And I have to say, the vocals from Don Toliver, really catchy, really cool. I did anticipate that there was maybe going to be a beat drop, maybe, and a bit of drums, but I'm sensing that the entire theme from this album is a drumless type of theme. Drumless, industrial rap beats, I should say. And so I can forgive him for that, but if this was a completely different album and not a drumless album, I'd be upset that there was no drums incorporated with Don Toliver's flow, because I really think his flow does really well, and with drums it could have been a lot better. But of course, this is a drumless album, so I'm happy with it. I think it's a really good track. And then Mission Control, the final track, I think is beautiful. It's a heavily gospel song. I think this reminds me of Jesus is King, and I think Kanye's singing here is beautiful. I did see, and I didn't know this, but a lot of people actually wanted this song to be on the deluxe version. This was already a leaked song. I don't pay attention to leaked songs because I don't like it killing the vibe of an album where I listen to the song and I'll be like, oh yeah, I heard this leaked, oh yeah, I heard this somewhere else. You know, I don't want that to happen. So I much rather hear the artist's full intention of the song rather than a leaked version. So apparently people wanted this to be here. It is a beautiful song in my opinion, and a great way to end this album. So what do I think of this album? And the most important question is, did Mike Dean save Bully and save Kanye West? Now Mike Dean played an important part here. You can hear all of his synths going on here in highs and lows. The synth I'm talking about, that is Mike Dean. All of these basses, everything, that is remastered by Mike Dean. The vocals, remastered by Mike Dean. So, did he save Bully and Kanye? And the answer is yes, he did. In my opinion, this album is saved, and I would give it an 8 CDs out of 10. This album is great. There are a few tracks on here that I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm not going to say that they are skips necessarily. I would say average around about 7 to 6 out of 10. Round about there for certain tracks. But majority of these tracks, I really love them. I think they are really good. So I'd give this album a solid 8 CDs out of 10. Let me know down in the comments, what did you think of Bully Deluxe? Do you think Kanye was saved by Mike Dean? What did you think of his performances? Did you enjoy the album? What did you think of my viewpoints on this album? I will be reviewing a lot more albums. I've got some more coming up soon. But let me know down in the comments below, what did you think? Like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.